Yo, 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 mic check. I'm probably echoing. Turn the sounds down. Mic up. Harry and Jeff. Woof, baby. Yes, I can't wait. Finally, almost time for the GOAT. Shedeur Sanders is starting Friday. Tyler Huntley signed to the Browns. They have 7,000 quarterbacks in Cleveland. 7,000 quarterbacks. Dylan Gabriel with a hammy injury. Kenny Pickett with a hammy injury. That means Shedeur, you are up. This is his chance, ladies and gentlemen. We're hopping right into the stream. Hit the like when you come in. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Kevin, this is his chance. Sandu, this is his chance. Harry and Jeff, listen, it doesn't matter how you get to your destiny. It's if you take your opportunities and you seize it. Shedeur Sanders, your time is now. I don't care if it's injuries. I don't care if it's by a hook or crook. You got to step up and seize the moment. And this is Shedeur Sanders' chance. Kenny Pickett and Dylan Gabriel's not going to play Friday night. I don't think so. They have hamstring injuries. I don't think they're going to go out there. That's why they went and got Tyler Huntley, who's not going to make this football team, I don't believe. He didn't make the football team last year when they went and got Tyler Huntley, and he went back to Baltimore. So we already know why Tyler Huntley was signed. He was signed out of emergency. He made the 7,000 quarterback on the season. Let's get right into it. That means Kenny and Gabriel's not going to play. Facts. What about Judkins not signing yet? What's your take? We'll talk about that a little later on, Harry. Hopefully you want to tune in. We'll talk about Quinn Sean Judkins and what I think is going to happen with him. Hit the like button. I'm here to hear. What up, Brian? Brian is a Dylan Gabriel fan. And that's fine. I'm more on the Shedeur Sanders side. And here is why. I think Shedeur Sanders has the bigger upside when it comes to the quarterback in Cleveland. Flacco doesn't have an upside because he's 40 years old. I already know what Kenny Pickett could do. I have seen Kenny Pickett. I'm old. Oh, I'm low. Well, let me turn it up. Let me turn myself up. What about now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I already know what Kenny Pickett can do. I have seen a sample size of him, and I don't like it. I don't care about Kenny Pickett. Flacco's old. He's not the future. It's between Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders, and I'm on the Shedeur Sanders side of the coin. I think he has a brighter future, in my humble opinion. Now, has he got a lot of first-team reps? No, I don't think he's had a lot of first-team reps. I don't even know if he's had any first-team reps with the offense. He'll probably get some this week. So he's behind the 8 ball when it comes to that side of the coin. He'll probably get some tomorrow, Wednesday. He'll probably get some Thursday. And then Friday, he gets to play with the starters. And hello, Carolina's going to play their first team. That was already announced. So he's not going to go against backups. He's going against the first team against Carolina. That should make us all happy. But why should this make us all happy? We get to see what this young man can do, okay? Everybody can say, well, he's a 5th round pick. Who cares? Whatever, okay? This is the most talked about 5th round pick in NFL history. Why? Because at one point in time, he was the second quarterback off of the board. That's why he's getting talked about, not like a 5th round pick. The Browns could potentially get a steal here if this man can perform like I think he will, if given the opportunity. I'm a little bit concerned because the Panthers are going to put out their starters out there. I'm not. I like it. Good. I'm on the start a rookie and ride with him. Sanders does have the higher ceiling. I'm on that side too. I have always said it, but nobody cares when it comes to the Cleveland Browns side of things or all that, what I think. But I have always said this. The Cleveland Browns are not winning a Super Bowl with Joe Flacco at quarterback, with Shedeur Sanders at quarterback, with Dylan Gabriel at quarterback, or with Kenny Pickett at quarterback this year. So why not roll with one of your rookies and see what they got? That's my take on the quarterback position. Roll with one of them, see what you got, and if you feel like you need to draft a quarterback next year, then fine. Reinvent the wheel and do it again. I think you're wasting time starting Joe Flacco unless you really believe you're going to win the Super Bowl. And I don't think that's happening. But I do like what I see from Gabriel. Haven't seen much of Sanders. And that's why I'm glad Sanders gets to play Friday. Because Sanders hasn't got the opportunities to play with the first team. He did go against the first team defense last week, but with the second team offense. He still hasn't got to play with a David Njoku, a Jerry Jeudy. He hasn't got to play with the first team line. But guess what? We get to see that on Friday. And it's a happy day for me. Oh, happy day. Sing the song. I am excited for Friday. What up, Jordan? Love is the GOAT. I like the name. What up? How are you doing, man? Hit the like as you come in. I like that name. What up, Selmo? Yes, sir. I am excited for Shedeur Sanders. I am excited for this preseason game. I don't know if I have ever been more excited for a preseason game in a while over the past couple of years. If I can think, I don't know, because I'm not a big preseason guy. I usually want to get to the regular season, make sure we're healthy. But I don't know. This is the most excited I've been because we have to see what we have. Pretty good. I'm excited for Sanders too. If Carolina are a player their ones, then I hope the Browns play their first team offense. They have to play their offense, Marie. I hope they do. They should not throw out their second string offense out there with Shedeur Sanders. You want to see what the young man has. You throw out the first team offense with Shedeur against Carolina's first team defense. Now, how long is Carolina going to play their first team defense? That's a question that I don't know. I don't have the answers for that. I think we're going to have to find that out together when we watch the game. How long will they keep their starters out there? How long will Shedeur Sanders play? That's another question that's going to have to be answered. If it's Shedeur Sanders, Tyler Huntley, who else is going to be playing quarterback for the Browns? He could play a whole half, and I would love it. Tupac Shedeur is the man in the land with the master plan. He could play a whole freaking half, and I would love to see it. Shedeur is going to ball out. It will hard to keep him hidden after that. Not all of the ones are playing. I heard no JJ and no Njoku. No Jerry Jeudy and no Njoku. That sucks. That just dampened my mood a little bit. That dampened it. I'm not going to lie. Honestly, this season's a bust. I'm already looking for next draft. You can't even give it a week, Carrie. Sanders going to have going to half, and Huntley's going to have the other half. Joe Flacco's not going to play. Jeff, and I'm happy. I don't need Joe Flacco playing. Give me Shedeur Sanders in half, and then Tyler Huntley a half. That's fine. Give Shedeur the first half, and Tyler Huntley the first half. On a scale of 1 to 10, a 1 to 10, how confident are you that Shedeur Sanders is going to leave the game in Carolina with a glowing impressions on the coaching staff? From 1 to 10, 10 being absolutely, or 1 being I don't think so. You let me know in the chat. What up, Navolia? How are you doing? I can't wait. Harry gives it a 6. Jeff gives it a 5. That's a D and an F. Cheryl gives it a 6. It's a D. We got a D and F, a D, an F, and a D. Marie gives it a 10. We got 1 A. A D, an F, a D, and an A. For Shedeur, leaving the coaching staff with glowing reviews. 9.9 for AAA. That's an A. So we got a 6, a 5, a 6, a 10, and a 9.9. Browning's going to win this year, and these other teams are taking us lightly. You know what, Selmo? And I wouldn't blame them. The Browns were absolutely hot garbage last year. 3-14. They left nothing to leave a team scared of the Browns going into this year. The only player you should be scared of Cleveland is Myles Garrett, because he is the best defensive player in the NFL. But that's it. That's the only player you should be scared of right now in Cleveland. I would say a 7 for me. I would go for a 7 if I had to say right now. And the only reason why I would say a 7, because the coaching staff has been treating Shedeur Sanders like he's 1 year old. 1 year old. They've been spooning him like he's 1. Just babying this man. He's a 4th string quarterback. They have him on the depth chart. They've had him throwing to practice players, trainers, cheerleaders, kids in the stands. That's why I'm going with a 7 right now. I want it to be a 10. Don't get me wrong. But if I had to pick right now, I am at a 7 out of 10. I'm at a 7 right now. I hope at the end of the day, it's a 10. You change to a 7.5. Wendy said a 10. The reason I give it a 5 is Kevin likes Gabriel for some reason, and you know how stubborn he is. You know what? I don't know what this infatuation with Gabriel is with the Browns. I seen Daryl Ryder on Twitter talking about right now, Dylan Gabriel is not an NFL quarterback. He can't see over the line. When he rolls out, he is inaccurate on his passes. He's not quite ready. And he said he quite feels like they're setting him up for failure right now. They're talking about Dylan Gabriel. And I agree with Jeff. I don't know what the infatuation is. And it's not me hating on Dylan Gabriel. It's just me. I don't understand. I don't understand it. I seen him play against Ohio State in the playoff game, my favorite team. When it came down to the best defense in college football, when it mattered the most, he wilted. He wilted like stale Cheetos. I seen all I needed to see. Corey, I'm here for Pilar, bro. Apparently he's crushing it in the meeting rooms. And do you like, well, evidently he's not processing right. If you go 3 for 14 in shorts and a helmet, what are you processing? I don't know what they're seeing. If you go 3 for 14 in shorts and a helmet, what exactly are you processing? Good luck to Sanders. What up, Pebble? Hi, chat. Bye, chat. You don't have enough weed for the season? Shedeur's a grown man and about to show all his detractors that he is him. I've been watching him since he was a kid, and all he knows is to win. Get your popcorn ready for the show on Friday. I'm ready for Friday. I am ready for Friday night. I can't wait to call Friday with Shedeur Sanders. I may just call the first half and leave. Kevin didn't want Sanders. That's why he's not getting the shot. I think the next 3 days, Shedeur will make connections with the receivers. Besides, if they play the twos, it will be the guys he's been practicing with anyways. That's a good point, but I still want first string talent against first string talent. I don't want second string talent against first string talent, if you know what I mean. If Carolina has their best players out there, I want our best players out there to give us a chance. But that's just me. So Quinn Sean Judkins. Who asked me about Quinn Sean Judkins? Somebody did. I forget who it was. If you're still in the chat, let me know. I think the longer it goes with Quinn Sean Judkins, I think he's going to get suspended eventually. I think the longer it goes with Quinn Sean Judkins, the bleaker it looks, in my honest opinion. Because I don't think the Browns are in a rush to sign Quinn Sean Judkins. He's a rookie. He's going to be on a rookie contract. And the longer it goes, the bleaker it looks, in my honest opinion. Like I said, all the facts are not out there, so I'm not going to judge it until all the facts are out there. But if we looked at last year, we had a similar situation with the defensive tackle of Ohio State. Why is his name slipping me? I don't know. But he was suspended 5 games, domestic violence. But he was already signed. He was already on the team when it happened. He was suspended, came back on the team. That was that. But Quinn Sean Judkins never signed the contract. So now Cleveland can go, you know what? You're not even on the team. So guess what? We're going to let this play out. We're going to let due process play out, and then we'll decide what we're going to do. Because they've already had enough bad press with Deshaun Watson. And then last year, why can't I think of the rookie's name from Ohio State? Somebody help me. Defensive tackle. Why is it slipping me? Holy crap. But they had that bad press, okay? They're trying to get out of the bad press business. So they're going to take their time. And I think the longer it gets, the bleaker it looks for Quinn Sean Judkins. And that's sad for me. Mike Hall, thank you, Cookie Monster. Mike Hall, how did I forget that? I suck. AAA, thank you, $20 donation. Look at that. Greatly appreciated, my guy. Thank you, Cookie Monster, because I am absolutely terrible.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Thank you, AAA. Thank you so much. Michael Hall Jr., thank you, Brian, because I suck. Yes, Mike Hall Jr. from The Ohio State University. He was suspended 5 games. Domestic violence. Him and his girlfriend back on the team. But he was already signed. Already on the dotted line. Quinn Sean Judkins, not the same thing. So you let me know. Will the Browns ever sign Quinn Sean Judkins? You let me know. I think it's looking bleaker and bleaker as we go on. They don't have to sign him. They can let this thing play out and then decide after all the facts are out what they're going to do with Quinn Sean Judkins. But it's not a good way to start your career. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Cookie Monster. Thank you, AAA, for the $20 grenade in the chat. We are 40% away to our goal for a stream tomorrow. Shedeur definitely, at a minimum, needs the first team O-line, help protect them. I do believe that, Marie, very good point. If you're going to have a first teamer out there, a first team unit with Shedeur, it has to be the offensive line. He needs all the blocking as possible because we already know our second string offensive line is not good. We know it from last year. We haven't really got any better when it comes to depth in our offensive line. So we have to have our first stringers protecting Shedeur Sanders. I'm okay if they run our second team. The reason I say this because I heard somebody say when the second team goes out with Sanders, they look more confident. What up, I love Pugs? My day's going good. I'm so glad he's starting because he deserves it with how much work he's put in. 2 years in a row, second round, OSU pick in trouble. What's up with your boys? Brian, I don't know, man. It's a good question. I don't know what's going on with my Ohio State players. You know, Brian, I usually would be like, what you talking about? I don't know, man. I got to start researching what's going on with our Ohio State players. Now, I can say this. He was a transfer from Ole Miss. So he wasn't homegrown. So, how excited are you for Friday? How many of you are coming to the watch party on Friday? Let me know in the chat. How many of you are going to be here Friday, 7 o'clock, Cleveland, at Carolina? How many of you will be here? Brian, I'm just saying. He wasn't homegrown, Brian, okay? We inherited him. My only excuse, Brian. It's all I got. How many of you will be here for the watch party on Friday? The most interactive watch party you will ever be a part of if you haven't been a part of one. And it's preseason too. It's a preseason watch party. So I'm just warming up. I'm just going to be cooking Friday. How many will be here? Let me know. The only starters that were mentioned to be sitting are JJ and the Joku. That's good. Probably me if the Packers aren't playing. Jordan Love is the GOAT. That's fair. It says it in your name. Jordan Love is the GOAT. So that's fair. I can live with that. I will be here. Did you get to see the Hall of Fame game? I didn't watch much of it. I'm not going to lie. I had it on, but I was also playing NCAA football. But I had the game on while I was playing NCAA, and that hurt. Holy crap. That hurt. I did like SummerSlam until the end. Until John Cena lost to Cody Rhodes, and I wanted to throw up. 25. Oh, Jix. Why do you come in here and put in unrealistic stuff? 25 for 25, 500 yards and 10 touchdowns. Stop it. I'll check you out. I'll be watching on the big screen. Thank you, Marie. If you haven't been to one of our watch parties, I'm telling you right now, there's bigger watch parties. I'll tell you that. There's more popular watch parties. I don't know if there's more interactive watch parties than us. And if there is, maybe there is. I don't know, but I don't think so. We get it in. You know I'll be here, going to be fire. I'm 99% sure I'm going to be here Friday. I'll be here 10 TDs. That's crazy, Brian. That's crazy. 10 touchdowns is diabolical. I'll be here, and because it's the Browns on local, I'll get to watch it for free. You are watching the GOAT. Thank you, Harry. Greatly appreciate you. Appreciate your kind words. We are closing in on the goal. Can we get there? We will see. You can Cash App. You can PayPal. I need all the help I can get this year because I want to do this all the time, man. I be tired when I get home from my full-time job. I want to be able to do this all the time where I can just wake up and cut on the stream. But right now I can't. So all of your help, thank you very much. They may be popular watch parties, but they are not popular because of they may be popular watch parties, but they are not popular because of popularity. That's deep. That's deep. Tweak Pat. Shout out to my guy, Tweak Pat. How are you doing? First of all, how is the family? Tell the family I said, what's up? What's up? How are you doing? Nah, trust Corey. My prediction will be no, Jix, it won't be. What's your goal? Explain your goal. What do you mean? The donation goal? The donation goal, if we meet the goal, we stream tomorrow, Marie. It's simple as that. If we meet the goal, we stream tomorrow. We are 44% of the way there. If we meet the goal, we stream tomorrow. That's the goal. If we meet our donation goal, we stream tomorrow. First play of the game, 70-yard TD bomb. The kids are good, giving me more grays. I think they'll bring Shedeur Sanders out for one series in the third. 275 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Also waiting on paycheck again. Terrible timing once again. The amount's $50. The goal is $50. We're at 22. The goal's 50. If you can't see it on the screen, we're at $22. The goal is 50. If you can't see it on the screen, we're at 22 right now. Watch after the joint practice. Sanders will not start the game. Oh, he will. He'll start the game. They already announced it. If Cleveland doesn't want the backlash of the century, they know what's best for them, Jeff. They know what's best for them. And I can't wait. I'll tell you that right now. I can't wait. This is the most hyped I've been for a preseason game. Bryce Young's going to get buried by our second string defensive line. And I do want to see what our receivers can do. And I want to see what our defensive line can do, because I think our defensive line is going to have to be very good this year if we're going to win any type of football games, because our schedule is brutal and we need more help than just Myles Garrett. Now, I understand he requested the trade. I get all that. And he's going to have all the pressure in the world on him, and he deserves it. Okay? Tweet Pat, I forgot your Shane O'Mac.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
And I understand all that. But he still has to get help. Okay? Mason Graham was drafted. He needs to help him. But he needs more than Mason Graham. It needs to be a collective effort. So I want to see what this defensive line is like in the preseason. And I don't want to see Myles Garrett take a snap in the preseason. I want him in bubble wrap. If he takes a snap in the preseason, I quit. Yeah, but they used the key word most likely to start. He's starting, Jeff. Get your negativity out of here. He is starting, okay? Don't try to rain on our parade, Jeff. He is starting. If he doesn't start, I'm not watching the game. Think Deontay or Cedric will play to see their talent? Our defense as a whole is going to have to be out of this world. They will. He's starting. He's starting. Don't do that to us. Just watch. Knowing our luck as Cleveland fans, Friday at 6:45, Tyler Huntley gets to start and everybody loses their mind. Just to spite us. He might get 4 wins this year. For the record on the height with Gabriel Sanders only standing at 6'1", in my world, that's small. Just saying that they can ball, they can ball. 6'1" and 5'9" is a big difference when it comes to being a quarterback. 6'1" and 5'9" is a big difference when it comes to being a quarterback in the NFL. It is. Drew Brees was 5'10", but Drew Brees is greatness. Gifty Wifties from Cookie Monster, are you still here? Are you still here, Cookie Monster? We finally got a Gifty Wifty to somebody that was in the chat. Cookie Monster, are you still here? Thank you, Gifty Wifty Tweak Pat. Marie, are you still here, Marie? Marie is here. Marie got a Gifty Wifty and she donated $10. Thank you, Marie. Now you're a new member. Just a little something to help the cause. Shedeur will finally have this time to shine. Get your popcorn ready. If they protect 12, he's going to show why he was the most accurate QB in college. Thank you, Marie, for the $10 donation. Greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. You are now a member. Thanks to Mr. Gifty Wifty. Thank you, Marie. You are now a member of the channel. You now get all the emotes. Thank you so much. We're at 64%. If I see picking on this team by week 1, I'll cry. Gabriel's 5'11", is he? You know what, Brian? You know me by now, right? I don't know how tall he is. You know me. His height changes every day. I said 5'6" when I was messing with you in our comments. You know I'm a jokester. I don't know how tall Dylan Gabriel is, to be honest with you. He might be 5'11". I think Drew Brees was 5'11" too. I don't know how tall Dylan Gabriel is. I just throw out a different height because I love messing with you. I don't know how tall he is, to be honest with you. I know he's under 6 foot though. 2 out of 5. I think that's a record. 4 inches is a lot for a QB. This 12 start's got legs. He's going to start, Q-Dog. He's starting Friday. We're talking about practice. Next to Donald Sampson, Gabriel looks like Joe Flacco. I wouldn't be mad if Pickett started because he's bound and can improve. Thank you, Tweak Pat, for the Gifty Wifties, man. Thank you for the donations. We are 64% there. We're $18 away from a stream tomorrow. You could also donate on PayPal, and you can donate on Cash App as well. Cash App is pinned to the YouTube, and the PayPal is on your screen. Now, I think I got everything in the comments. You and Can Improve. I can't type for my life. You know what? I love Pugs. I don't like Kenny Pickett, and I understand that is not a good thing to say, but I'm going to say it. I just don't like him. I don't want him on our team. Give me Joe Flacco, Gabriel, and Shedeur Sanders. I know how tall Gabriel is, just tall enough to not be able to see over the line. Listen, we had Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is over 6 foot. I think Baker Mayfield is 6'1", I think. I think he's 6'1", and he had batted balls, and it got on my nerves. Batted at the line numerous times, and it got on my nerves. I ain't got time for it, Dylan Gabriel. I don't want to see it on my team. How long until the media says the Browns ruined Sanders? You know what? To be honest with you, if I was the media, I'd already be saying it. Okay? There's no reason that he's not getting first string snaps by this time in training camp. If I was a mainstream media person, I would already be running with it. Get this man some first team snaps. Dag nabbit. Kenny Pickett, I was okay with it first, and then people said he looks like one of the rookies out there. I was like, yep, time for him to go. Really? I have not heard that. No Huntley? What about Huntley? I love Pugs. What did I miss about Huntley? Huntley's not going to be on the team. He's just an arm. He's not going to make the team, in my humble opinion. He didn't make the team last year. He went back to Baltimore. I don't think he's going to make the team. But that's just my opinion. But I didn't hear that about Kenny Pickett looking like a rookie in camp. I did not hear that. That's not good if that's true. If that's true. 2 gloves, Kenny Pickett. 2 gloves, Kenny. 2 gloves, Tenny. Play that, but there's only been 2 quarterbacks that's been drafted that has first-team reps. The Saints rookie quarterback and Cam Ward. The rest of them don't. Hey, look at me. I don't care. And Shedeur should be the 3rd. He should be the 3rd. Tweak Pat just ensured that we have a stream tomorrow. $20 donation from Tweak Pat. Shout out to Mr. Gifty Wifty himself. Thank you, my good sir.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Thank you, my good sir. Mr. Gifty Wifty, just himself, the $20 grenade, has put us at our threshold. Thank you, my good sir. But he's not a 5th round pick, Jeff, and that's the narrative that I hate. Everybody wants to put that out there to use it as a buffer. Technically, yes, he was drafted in the 5th round, but everybody knows he was not a 5th round talent. It had nothing to do with on the field. It was everything behind the scenes. Whatever people wanted to make up, whatever narrative it was. That's what I don't like. Well, he's a 5th round pick. Okay, but he was not a 5th round talent. That's the thing. And I hate that. Well, he's a 5th round pick, so who cares? Who cares? He's a 5th round pick. Who cares what's happening? Who cares if he's not getting 1st round snaps? That's the narrative I hate, because at one point in time, people were arguing Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders. It was never Cam Ward or Dylan Gabriel or Cam Ward and Tyler Show. It was Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders. And then whatever happened behind the scenes, it had nothing to do with his talent on the field. I'll tell you who wasn't being argued. It was Dylan Gabriel. 5'3" Dylan Gabriel. He gets shorter every time, as you can see. Got to keep the train chugging along. Yo, it's been a minute. You know what? Sparkalicious, how you been? What up? It don't matter what his talent is. He's still, listen, you can argue that all you want. Dylan Gabriel's been looking like a 5th round pick in training camp, going 3 for 14. Unlike Shedeur Sanders. We'll keep it like that. Ask the Saints how they feel about Tyler's show. Okay? They're having buyer's remorse. How long do you think Sanders is starting? I think it'll be a while. If I'm being honest, I think it'll be a while, because I think Joe Flacco, unless he gets injured, I think he'll hold down the starting spot for a while, because Joe Flacco knows this offense. And as much as I mess with Joe Flacco puts up points. He puts up touchdowns, and he throws interceptions too, but he knows the offense. So if Joe Flacco can stay healthy and the Browns can stay somewhat relevant, I think he'll hold down the starting spot for a while. In my humble opinion. That's why I didn't believe the whole Kenny Pickett thing, because I think Joe Flacco's just better than Kenny Pickett. I didn't believe when Mary Kay was saying that Kenny Pickett had the edge over Joe Flacco. I never believed it. If it's true that Sanders will be playing the whole game with Gabriel, no. Ultimate Sports Network. Tyler Huntley will be playing too. Tyler Huntley. They got Tyler Huntley for the fact that Pickett and Gabriel are injured. So Tyler Huntley will be playing in this game. Johnny was a 1st round pick and a 1st round talent. Could be argued, but not 1st round work ethics. Yeah, he didn't. Yeah. That's a good point. But you know what? I love Pugs. That was Cleveland's fault of why he didn't have that work ethic, not his. If you let Johnny tell it, that was Cleveland's fault, not his. If you let history tell itself. Do the Browns pick bad quarterbacks or do they ruin quarterbacks? Depends on how you look at it, man. It depends on how you look at it. You could say a lot of the picks they pick are pretty bad. You could say they ruin some quarterbacks too. So I think it's a little bit of both, Chief Examiner. I know that's a cop-out answer, but I'm going to say it's a little bit of both. If I'm being completely honest with you. If I take my bias hat off, I say it's a little bit of both. It's a mixed bag. A lot of people say if Josh Allen would have came to Cleveland, he wouldn't have the same trajectory that he's had in Buffalo because they say Cleveland would have ruined him. So it's a little bit of both, man. But then they got Johnny Manziel. So we'll see. It doesn't matter. He's still a 5th round pick, so he's getting 5th round pick treatment. Name another 5th round pick quarterback is getting first team reps. You name another 5th round pick who people want to have first round reps. Name another 1st round pick who is being argued should be getting 1st round reps. You name a 1st round pick who at one point was argued to be good as the 1st round pick of the draft. You can't name one. So I can throw that argument right back at you. I can name it. I can throw it right back at you. There's no 5th round pick in history who at one point in time was argued to be as good as the 1st overall pick. So we can throw this tit for tat all day. I can do it all day with you. It doesn't matter. I can do it all day long. So Sanders will probably play the whole first half. I'm thinking so, Ultimate Sports Network. I think he'll play the whole first half. Lovey Marie. How are you doing, Lovey? How are you? Laser. What up? Shedeur will be traded to New Orleans if he does well in the preseason. They need him to go well to raise his value. I don't think so. I think if anybody gets traded, it'll be Kenny Pickett. I think it'll be Kenneth Pickett if anybody gets traded. At least I hope so. I hope it's Kenneth Pickett because I don't want Kenny Pickett on this team. How you doing, Laser? Nice to see you, man. Nice to see you. There he was. Cleveland's good at starting the guy who should sit a year and not starting the other guy a year after. There he was. What did I miss there, AAA? I don't know. There he was. What did I say? I'll be calling the game. I'm only 6 subs away from my goal. Hopefully Sanders will get me there. Did you really come in here to plug yourself? Did you come in here to plug yourself? Is that what just happened here? What up, Mindy? How you doing? Okay, Captain America, I can do this all day. I can't wait to see what Fannin looks like. Yes. Can't forget about Fannin, man. 2 tight end sets might be crazy. That was a crazy plug. That was crazy plug. That was diabolical. Like I said, the Sean Kaiser situation, we had a veteran to start and went with the young guy that was not ready. Who was the veteran with the Sean Kaiser? I'm asking. I'm just asking. I don't remember. I remember Deshaun Kaiser. And the sad thing about that, I backed him too. I didn't have a stream back then, but I was backing Deshaun Kaiser. You know what my problem is? I just back Cleveland players. I was backing Deshaun Kaiser back in the day. Give him a chance. I like the 2 tight end set. I would like the 2 tight end set with Fannin and Njoku. 2 athletic. Brock Osweiler, it was the quarterback? Wow. I remember Brock Osweiler. Your GOAT, Deshaun Kaiser? I backed him too. I put my phone down for 3 minutes and I missed the goobers. That plug was crazy. I would never go into somebody's stream and promote myself. I just wouldn't do it. Who remembers Brock Osweiler? From Denver Broncos to the Cleveland Browns. Brock Osweiler. All Notre Dame quarterbacks are the next Montana. I was backing Deshaun Kaiser too, man. I didn't have a stream back then, but I backed Deshaun. I back almost every Cleveland player unless I like one more than the other. Then I won't back you as much. Unless I like one more than the other. Nobody got more backing than Nick Chubb, though. And I'm still crying that he's not here. The only time I would plug my channel would be on that man's stream. but yeah, Kaiser had no reason to start when he did. Oh, that's diabolical. Oh, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be streaming tomorrow. Sendejo, listen, AAA, you have been here for a while. I knew somebody was going to say that. That was diabolical to bring him up. I never liked number 23. I never liked him from the start, and I still don't. So we will be here tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to everybody who donated. Thanks to everybody who tuned in. We will be here sometime around 5:30-ish, somewhere around there, 5:30. Make sure you're here. Make sure your notifications are on. We'll be here talking about something. I don't know what. Probably more Shedeur. Anything else that comes up on the day. Wednesday, August the 6th. Sendejo. Don't bring up Sendejo. I always wonder if Tim Couch would have been great if he had an offensive line. That is very... Tim Couch, man, I thought that the fans did him dirty, cheered when he got hurt, and the line did him no justice. When the fans cheered when he got hurt, it crushed my soul, man. Y'all know how I feel about injuries. I don't care who it is. Opponent, your own team. You don't cheer an injury. I feel like it's the lowest thing you can do as a human being because they are human beings as well. It's somebody's child. It's somebody's brother. It's somebody's friend, uncle, cousin. And you are cheering that they got hurt. How low can you be as a human to cheer someone's injury? I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Cheering that someone got hurt. To actually root for someone to be injured. Wow. I don't know. But yeah. We should have kept Brian. You know what, Jeff? We agree on that one. I liked Brian Hoyer. He wasn't the greatest quarterback in the world, but he was good. He was good. I thought Brian Hoyer was undersold. I liked Brian Hoyer. You don't have to be sad about an injury, but don't cheer. Yeah, you don't got to be sad. Like, you know, I'm not saying cry when someone gets injured. I'm not saying get the boo-hoo tear. Don't be fake about it, but don't cheer. You know? Tim Couch was only 12-14 in college, 2-10 against ranked teams. I like Brian Hoyer too. Yeah, man, I like Brian Hoyer. Jeff, that's a good one, Jeff. We disagree on Shedeur Sanders a lot, but I agree with the Brian Hoyer. I thought he was undersold in Cleveland, and I'll leave it at that. All right, y'all. Tomorrow we'll be back talking more Shedeur Sanders, Carolina, what to expect, and what else comes out by time tomorrow. I appreciate all of you. And then maybe we'll be back again Thursday. I don't know. But we'll definitely be here Friday. Now, the question is, what would be a pregame show the first time ever for a preseason game? Who knows? But until next time, it's all love. Peace.